Hi, my name is Darth and I am a Novakid teacher. And you're watching the second episode of Novakiders Be Like. Let's get started. I'm from the Philippines. I live in Cebu City. And fun fact, the oldest street in the country is found here in Cebu City. It's called Colon Street. And it's pretty crowded, and if you're from Cebu City, then you know how fun Colon Street can be. I have always wanted to be a pilot. When I was around 10 years old, I really liked this show on cable TV. It's called Air Crash Investigation. I know, it's not a kid-friendly show, but I learned a lot about airplanes on that show, and it really sparked my interest on becoming a pilot. But after growing up and realizing that flight school is super expensive, I gave up on that dream and I became a teacher. Well, it started when I was studying for college. I was looking for an online part-time job so I can pay for my tuition. And I applied for different jobs and I was accepted to become an English teacher. And I thought that, I'm qualified because I can speak English well and I know how to handle kids because I have 5 younger siblings. And it's like a perfect match. I can speak English well, I like kids, and then it's like destiny. It's like the pieces being put together. It just so happens that I had a colleague in the previous ESL company who was currently working for Novakid at that time. And she invited me to apply. And I did because, what's the harm? So that's it. I passed technical check. I passed the interview. And here I am. My guess is 1,500. Nope. So I had this student. Her name was Xusha. She was 6 years old. She's a regular student, and we had classes every day. There was this time when I was given an opportunity to be part of Novakid's assessment team, and I had to let go of some students so I could work as an assessor. And unfortunately, Xusha was one of them. So I had to be, emotionally strong as I was conducting my last class with her. I did not expect her to say what she felt after she could not book my classes anymore. She said, "I am sad," and I asked, "Why?" She said, I like teacher Darth. I don't like other teacher."
Oh, how are you?
I am sad.
You are sad? Why are you sad?
I like teacher Darth. I don't like new teacher.
And it was, not really heartwarming, but heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to hear my student, feel sad. And the only thing that I could manage was a weak chuckle. So since that was my last class with her, I made it the most fun and enjoyable class that we had. I think it would be my Polish students. I've noticed that they really like video games, and since I really love video games too, I can easily build rapport and make friends with them. Most of my students play Roblox, Brawl Stars, Minecraft, and many more. Some even give good suggestions of what games to play. There's this thing that I learned from my Arab and Hebrew students about clean and unclean animals. They believe that some animals are clean and some are not. So asking them about eating certain animals can sometimes make them feel uncomfortable. Well, considering that Novakid caters to more than 50 countries around the world, it is really handy to know about their different cultures and traditions. TPR. I know it sounds really repetitive, but it really is the best way to get the student to speak English. It's really tempting to, just open Google Translate and try to speak Polish, German, or Arabic, and try to impress your students by saying things like, nazywam się Darth. That's, my name is Darth in Polish. Yeah, you can get positive reactions from your students, but all it does is, in the long run, is make the student rely on translation. So what I do is just use TPR. Gestures, well, most of them are universal, like look and listen, your time to speak, or look at my mouth, or follow after me. These things will help you push the student to speak English instead of relying on translation. I think that would be turning learning into a competition between me and the student, like a game. Kids love to play and compete, and kids tend to react negatively to tests or exams because there's no one to defeat or no one to play against. For example, if I wanted a student to say after me, I act like I am challenging him to repeat something, like, read this, and act defeated or shocked when the student does, like, what? So by doing so, that student has an objective, and that is to defeat me. And the rewards that I'm giving him are, funny expressions like being defeated, like, what? This is really neat because the student does not know that he is actually learning. My favorite prop would be the monsters that I made for Halloween. They are fun to make because you get to let the student decide on how the monster will turn out to be. They are fun to use since it's like having a guest in our class. So it's like me, the student, and the monster. I also make props when I need to, spice things up to have something new in the class. Sometimes I make props that are made for specific students, and they also act like some sort of reward for having regular classes with me. Yeah. Well, the word negative really does make it sound terrifying. It sounds like you're one step away from getting fired, but no, it's not really that. I know that it can sometimes feel demotivating, but please do not take it as something like you're being scolded. No. Take it as like a suggestion on how to improve your classes. You're not gonna get fired, okay? Novakid does its best to keep and cultivate the teacher skills. They offer training, coaching, and you can even reach out to Intercom for some tips on like how to handle topics or students. I remember getting my first negative feedback, and it was, get this, using the student's native language. I got a negative feedback for using the student's native language and not grading my language as well. So yeah, it's kind of demotivating getting a negative feedback 5 days after I started, but it was also an eye-opener. It made me realize that I am harboring bad habits. But the thing is, they did not just, tell me the bad things I did. They gave me suggestions and materials that I can go through to improve my teaching skills. So if you get a negative feedback, think of it as a challenge to be better. Honestly, yeah, a lot of teachers do, especially the ones working for more than 8 hours a day. It can feel exhausting at times. You get teacher burnout. It's really challenging because things can be repetitive. You're teaching the same material, you're teaching the same kinds of students. You run out of jokes. Your jokes are recycled. And it can feel like you're not growing, you're not moving, you feel stuck. That's why teachers, including myself, look for other things to do. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it pays less or is more difficult, as long as it is something new. So do this, more often so that you won't feel tired teaching. For me, being part of the assessment team is a breath of fresh air. It kept me interested in teaching English. Also, being part of the video content team allowed me to bring out my creative skills. Novakid has provided me with opportunities to keep learning and growing. My mom and dad. My dad is my inspiration when it comes to wits and discipline. He's funny and smart. My mom is my inspiration when it comes to care and responsibility. She's really thoughtful and caring. And I believe that the things that they have done for me really helped me become who I am today and who I will be to other people, my friends, my girlfriend, and including my students. Yes, I am one with the Force and the Force is with me. Funny thing is, my full name is Darth Jedi. So it's like evil and good. So I'm like in between. Just kidding. I'm Force, of course. I'm going to use the Force for good. Or am I? First of all, I'm sorry, Luna. Well, I really love dogs. Everyone in the family loves dogs. They are sweet, playful, and protective. We have a lot of dogs at home, and they are already part of the family. 2 things: food and video games. If you're tired, are you tired? Eat or play. Are you bored? Eat or play. Are you happy? Oh, eat and play. Here are my favorites, as they are not only funny, I think, but relatable. I send them to the teachers' group chats to make them laugh and hopefully, make their day. That would be growth, because I grow in Novakid. We all grow in Novakid. Flexibility, because you can decide when to work. And fun. It's fun working with Novakid. You always do your best to make the classes fun for your students, but also never forget to make them fun for you. I know us ESL teachers work hard for long hours, and it can be exhausting at times. So make things fun for both you and your students. Making it fun can go a long way in loving your profession. Keeping the fire going. So that's it, and happy teaching, guys. Any more questions, guys? Drop them in the comments below.